welcome back and thank you so much for joining us. Now it's time for us to open the phone lines for you to call and share your thoughts on what we are going to be talking about today. So, SIM card a change after marriage, is it necessary? Well, in modern marriages, communication plays a crucial role in maintaining trust and understanding between partners. However, sometimes as simple as changing a SIM card after marriage can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, suspicion, or even conflicts. I mean, when you want to change your SIM, someone will be like, "Why are you changing your SIM? What are you hiding?" Right? So a lot of, in terms of couples, this kind of thing happens. Even with relationship that people are just quoting before marriage, it happens to put your phone on silent. There's a suspicion from your other partner, like why is your phone on silent? Why are you not picking calls and what have you? So when you are married, is it necessary for you to change your SIM now? That's the question. Well, some individuals change their numbers to signify a fresh start, maintaining privacy, or align with new family expectations. Others see it as unnecessary or even suspicious. I just mentioned that. The decision to switch or retain a SIM card may seem trivial, but it can have deeper implications in a marriage, affecting trust, transparency, and overall relationship dynamics. I'm sure that a lot of Nigerians at this point, not just Nigerians, wherever you're watching us from, you totally agree with what we're going to talk about, because it's a crucial, topic that we don't get to talk about it much, and these are societal issues that affect people. Sometimes when you see marriages crashing, some of it may be this part of this, and some people will put it on women checking their husbands' phones or the husbands checking their phones and what have you. So to avert this kind of unseen circumstances, is it necessary for you to change your SIM after you're married? Chiamaka, what's your take?
Okay, so I saw you're trying to be very nice about the conversation, and honestly, oftentimes
I am always neutral.
No, yes, I'm happy for you. But the truth of the matter is, the change of SIM is just mostly done by one gender at the request of the other gender, which is honestly the truth. So I saw a meme, or rather a quote on Twitter, where the guy says, if we marry, you must change your SIM. That was what the person said. Mm-hmm. If you marry, you must change your SIM. And I was like, oh, okay. So now the question I ask is, why does the woman, or why does anybody, let me now go back to making a non-gender issue. Mm-hmm. Why does anybody have to change their SIM because they decided to marry you or marry anybody? So all the contacts I've had before you, all the jobs, maybe I'm a business person, I have had before you, am I supposed to just move on from them now because somehow I decided to say, oh, okay, I want to be with you. Mm-hmm. So why? I don't think it's necessary. I think that we should have built trust. So no, but then can people be sneaky and shady in a relationship?
Yeah. So we'll come back to the sneaky or shady. Let's pick this call. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Fatima.
Good morning, Shatima Yakudima. How is the Ramadan and how is Borno at this point? What's the weather like?
Ramadan, alhamdulillah, the weather is cool in the morning, but later in the evening it is a little bit hot. And I will seize the opportunity to welcome Chiamaka for this segment.
Yes.
This is our first time, I think.
No, this is not the first time, but then you will get to see more of her sometimes.
Thank you, Shatima.
So go ahead, what's your take?
So change of SIM cards, honestly speaking, to me is not necessary. Because by the time you change your SIM card, that means you have place of mistrust in the first place. The woman that you marry, she has friends before you marry her. She has sisters, she has relations. That's the things that I want men to understand. And visiting your partner phone at times, this is creating mistrust. Because you just have trust on your partner. You cannot control your partner. You cannot control it. It's only God that will control her or him. But make sure that you have built trust on each other. Make sure that you have inculcated God fearing in her mind or in his mind. Let him know that wherever he is, God is seeing him. Let her know that wherever she is, God is seeing her. I think that is the very fundamental control that you will have. But by strictness or nagging, constant cautioning, it will not work. It will create mistrust, a serious mistrust in between you and her. But I want to also advise both men and our female counterparts that whatever you do, make sure that you have taken off your eyes on your partner phone. This phone is on her or his personal secrets. Don't, even if your wife phone had been ringing, don't set your eyes and see who is calling her. Allow her to pick her phone. This is her phone. Because right now here I'm not pressing myself. That's what I'm doing with my partner. I have never taken her phone on my on my hand. When the phone is ringing, I will take off my eyes on her. And I will allow the phone to be ringing until why she come and pick it. Even her sister's call, I will not pick. Because I want to create a good harmony, a good relationship. Because if by the time you have been checking the phone of your partner, that's why you are creating a mistrust in between us. It is not good, honestly speaking. Phone is somebody's personal secret. Just allow her to maintain her phone. But the most important thing is you have to put fear of God on in her heart. In her heart. Let her know wherever she is, God is seeing her. Whatever she do, God is seeing her. So and you yourself, I think by the time we adopted this, we will have peaceful home. And by quarreling over phone, it will sound funny. Your neighbors, they will laugh at you. Your friends, they will laugh at.
Okay. All right, Fatima, I think maybe the network has cut that short. But in case you're just joining us and you heard Fatima's take on the matter, and you equally want to have your own take or conversation, you can call or drop a WhatsApp message via the number showing on your TV screen right now. That is 080-7599-2766 or 091-3383-5150. And you can equally call, please, when you do call, kindly stay away from your TV set to enable us hear you well. All right, so we have another caller there. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on Daybreak Extra this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Mohammed Adam. I'm calling from Jigawa State.
Hi, Mohammed. How is the fasting going and how is Jigawa? We heard a story yesterday about the weather.
We thank God Almighty.
Okay. All right, go ahead with your contribution, please.
Okay, my contribution toward the SIM change, I totally agree with people who used to change the SIMs. If you change your SIMs, it seems like you change your friends, your relatives, your siblings, your classmates, and so on and so on. So my take on this matter is just to agree with your partners, whatever he is or she is. That's my take on about this.
Okay.
So changing of SIM is very wrong idea according to my own perspectives.
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's my take about this.
All right. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for your take on the conversation.
I mean, just like you said, in case you cannot reach us, please send us WhatsApp message on the first number that is showing, and already we are having messages coming through. Definitely we'll pick these messages. But Chiamaka, like Fatima mentioned, there's no need for a change of SIM, like the other caller just said also, Mohammed, that there's no need for change of SIM, because when you change your SIM, you're going to lose lots of contacts, people that you do businesses with and what have you. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Please cut down the volume of your TV set so that we can be able to hear you and communicate with you proper. Okay, so when you have... Okay, please cut down the volume so you can talk to us.
Hello.
Okay, so we have to let you go. please do well to call us back when you drop the volume of your TV so that we can hear you, because we can hear our voices coming back, and it's not going to be nice talking to you that way. Please just stay away from your TV set if you're trying to join this conversation. In case you are not able to reach us, like we said, send a WhatsApp message. Please stay away from your TV when you're calling. You can go back much later on our YouTube channels and rewatch, and then you can, if you like, record. Yes, record yourself and share with your loved ones, and also comment and share the whole segment if you wish. You want people to hear your take. Okay. All right. So we have another caller. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and location, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please, can you cut down the volume of your TV?
Okay, let me do that.
Just stay
Yes,
away.
can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we can hear you. Please.
Okay, I'm Bernard from Kafanchan.
All right, Jonah from Kafanchan, you said?
Jonah from
Kafanchan.
Please, don't
based on the life the person lived when he was single, man or woman. Hello?
Go ahead.
We can hear you.
Okay. So if you live a normal life, you need to change your SIM card. Because if you change your SIM card, you miss your people, your friends, both in school and other things. So if you live a good life when you were single, if you marry, that don't need, you continue your life with your wife or your husband. So changing SIM card means the person will live rough life when he was single. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Jonah from Kafanchan.
Okay, please, at this point, if you're calling, please, I beg you, stay away from your TV. The sound here in the studio is actually not nice to hear when we keep hearing our voices coming back. It distorts the conversation that we tend to have with you. Please stay away from your TV set when you're calling. And in case you're not able to reach us, please drop a WhatsApp message with your thoughts, and we'll definitely read it out loud for you to hear, and also people that are watching. Please stay away from your TV when you're calling. Thank you so much for also being a part of this conversation. So Chiamaka was actually mentioning how some people actually are affected when you change your SIM. You have to think of, okay, maybe except you have a business SIM, if it is your personal line, then you don't have to change, because you have family members, you have school friends, like Mohammed mentioned, you have your business partners, you have your documents, possibly a lot of things maybe attached to that SIM. Now that we have NIN, BVN, and what have you, how can you even change your SIM and you have to go back and redo all this again? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's something that people actually need to look into before they say, oh yes, I want to change my SIM. It's a different thing if your mental health is affected by this, especially because we're talking about marriage. You want to save your marriage, you don't want your marriage to crash, you want to please your partner. It's totally a different thing if you choose to do that. But a lot of people definitely may agree and may not agree. But what's your take on what other people have said so far?
Okay, well, personally for me, I've had my number, my major line for, say, as far back as 15 years now. And I don't know, I've had people that's the only way they're going to reach me, because that's the number they know. So if I'm going to be with you and you're saying that the only way we're going to be together is if I change the SIM, for me, you're already telling me that you have a problem, you don't trust me, you have a problem somewhere. You've not just been honest about it. Also, it goes to show me as a person that you would be contacting other people from your past life. Because the way I see it oftentimes is, most people kind of project their own certain things onto you, their own fears or their own abilities. Now, is it possible that you just maybe someone that could think things
their
and
own insecurities?
Yes, I'm trying not to use insecurities.
It's definitely
really
insecurity at this point.
But at times, most people either come from a place of trauma or a place of, the tendency for them to do that thing too is there. So they're trying to forestall it from happening to them.
Yeah. Okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and location.
Morning, how are you?
We're fine, thank you.
My
Your name
name
and
is
location.
Mohammed Karma.
Okay, from
Calling
where?
From Azare.
Okay, Mohammed,
From
thank you so
Azare.
much for joining us from Azare. Go ahead, what's your take?
My own view is, let the woman, if woman marry at the early stage, let her change the SIM card. The SIM card should be changed by her husband, so that all the numbers that are related to her, that are personal, not things that cannot bring confusion in the house. that maybe the person married her, somebody who loved her before, maybe giving something like jealousy will definitely be in that. If you look at somebody, you look for a single wife between you and somebody, and you are lucky to marry the lady, and then the other person do, then if that person keeps on calling the woman, there must be a trouble in that house. Therefore, let the man send the wife SIM card.
But you know she can. Sorry, Mohammed. But you know she can as well block the numbers. She doesn't have to change it. Like we are saying that.
No,
what if the number is connected to her SIM?
What I mean? Yes, what I mean, the contacts that are related to her, the contacts of her family, friends that are personal, then she should copy them and inform them.
But
that
what if?
Okay.
So the question is, but what if her number is already attached to her bank details, like her NIN, her BVN, and what have you? How can she now give up on that? And then can she just block the numbers?
For me, so Mohammed,
if that is the case, yes, if that is the case, let her block those relations that are the relations that are not related to her family or friends or something of that.
Mohammed,
anything that will bring trouble.
Mohammed,
somebody, yes.
Mohammed, I have a question for you. And today, unfortunately for us, it's International Women's Day. So I'm going to ask this question, and I'm not trying to be funny, but would you change your number too? Because you still have people, girls that were still talking to you after you got married.
You know the problem. You know the problem is that women, they are very simple. Not the man cannot change his things, but that of the woman is dangerous, particularly in my area. A single man can marry 2, 3, or 4, so there is no problem for that. After all that, he has to respect his wife, to take things, but care must be taken apart from the woman. Even you, if you are a man, you will never be happy to see somebody that will take a single wife together. Is calling your wife under your custody, woman under your custody. You will be happy. That is my take.
Okay.
Let her select the numbers that she will keep on using if she cannot send the thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you for your take on the conversation. Please, women, please, we need to start communicating. We need to start contributing. It's a conversation that mostly affects us. Can we call into the program? It's our day. Let's make it. Let's make it happen. Call in and give us your own contributions and your own take on this conversation. Thank you so much.
I mean, we have tons of messages at this point. I just feel like I want to read the WhatsApp messages that we have already. A lot of it. I can't wait to hear what people are saying. Well, yes, we need women to also call, because it's not just about the men, it's also the women, because marriage is not just about men. It's two people involved. So we need to hear from women also. I know that a lot of women tend to shy away from calling, but there's nothing wrong with you calling and giving a anonymous name. If you don't want to give your name, it's fine, but just let's hear your point and what you think about what we are talking about today. Well, Chiamaka, the back and forth we just had with Mohammed got me thinking, like, now I understand why some people just tend to forfeit and say, oh, whatever, let me just give up. I can't lose this person that I just maybe got married to. If it's for those that probably have been looking for marriage for a long time, and then suddenly they were able to find someone, so they cannot afford to let go because of a SIM, and they will just say, okay, it's just a SIM, let me just break it, or let me just remove it and keep it in case anytime I need phone numbers from it, I could just go back to it and pick the phone numbers. Well, I understand why Mohammed is saying, oh, she can just remove the numbers that are related to her, like family, friends, but would that still stop? Because if she has friends' numbers and then somebody that knows her can still ask for her number and say, please, do you have Chiamaka's number?
Whoever is going to be funny is going to be funny. I can break a SIM in front of you, and I can as well write the numbers down in a book and call them later with a new SIM. Exactly. Anybody can do whatever they want to do, but we have a call coming in. Good morning. Good morning.
Do we still have the caller?
All right.
Okay, so we can hear. Oh,
okay. Good morning.
I was actually hearing our voice. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
My name is Adi. I'm calling from London.
Ade from London. Thank you so much for reaching out this morning. How is London?
London is cold. It's okay.
Oh, the opposites of the weather.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Go ahead. What's your take on the topic of discussion?
I think I'm going to go with Ahmed. I will agree with my brother Fatima on this issue. I go with Ahmed because but one way I tell what after what I want to say. If you get married or somebody and the lady has a SIM card, can you compare SIM card to a woman being? No. When I said that to you, you marry a man, you drop your parents' name. You pick that man's name. So what is SIM card to your parents' name? So you have to drop your SIM card to the man. So marrying you, marrying the SIM card, marrying everything. Because you have dropped your parents' name. You don't get that man's name. So you forget about SIM card. The man will hold the SIM card and the need to whatever can be used there, he will keep the SIM card. Why give you a brand new SIM card? That will show that you are a brand new wife. And you can carry on with whatever you want to call. But the way you can relate with that man, the balance check, because you have kept the parents' name and that man will you. So you cannot, the man cannot change his own SIM card. Because the man is allowed to marry as many as he wants. But the woman has access to one man. So that is the scenario. So the question of new people that SIM card is out of the issue. So as somebody said earlier, he said that it depends on the party of the pair. Whatever our party, whatever we do our party, that is wrong. You know people are married, so don't tell it to you, and you have got the parents' name, but you know what else that's my view. God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Ade, for your take. I mean, like I said earlier, we'll have people that will agree and disagree, and it's always a debate when topics like this.
My situation is you made the conversation neutral, but the responses of people who agree, it's not neutral. So that's why I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be, do we change our things? If I ask my husband for somebody who I know who is maybe has a lot of female friends prior to my meeting him, I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm very comfortable with this. I would need for you to please kindly change your thing and just take out the numbers of your friends. Or
probably just block the numbers.
How many numbers are you going to block? I have your number. I can always call you to another one, really. There are many loopholes, but let's not.
Well, it depends on how disciplined one is.
That's what we're talking about. It's about trusting the person. Everything boils down to the word trust. As our TV station is trust. That's what it means. So everything boils down to that word. So if I don't trust you, I remember one time I had something to do with someone. And they had a thing for, I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but you come into the room, the person swipes off the phone. And I told the person, you're acting shady. And they didn't think, but I saw a video somewhere, I don't know if you know this Dang, where the video of the proposal, the guy talked about it. And he talked about, he was planning the proposal with a friend. And because they didn't want her to know, when she walked in, he swiped up. He left the conversation. She went, called him and told him what's going on. I wish I could take that clip and send to this person to say, this is what I was trying to tell you. If every time the person you're with comes in and you have to swipe off your phone, it looks shady. You might think you're not doing anything. It just looks shady.
So you talked about, for a partner that probably has lots of female friends or a partner that has lots of male friends, there are some people that don't want to have female friends because of certain things that women tend to do. So I've seen a lot of women where they tend to have lots of male friends, and they don't actually have anything to do with those people.
But some people have the opinion that women and men can be friends without something happening. So if you're married to someone who thinks like that, it's going to be a lot of problem.
Exactly. But then at the same time, but do you agree that there are women that will not have anything to do with their male friends?
I have male friends I have nothing to do with.
Exactly. So it's like it boils down to trust, like you said. So if you have that understanding initially before even going into the marriage, you already know who this person is. Assuming is a public figure, let's say maybe an artist or a journalist. It could be anyone, right?
Yes. So imagine for someone, you and I, in this industry and your contacts are what matters the most. So you come to marry Fatima, you have to tell her she has to change her name, and then start
I have
contacting those people
that I have
again.
networked over years, that I've gathered, and these people probably have been helping me achieve certain things in life to get me to where I am today, to achieve certain things that I want to achieve in my life. So how do you compromise at this point?
That's why I said at the end of the day, you have to be with someone.
All right, so at this point, let's take some WhatsApp messages so that we can hear what other people are also saying.
Yes.
So let's see the first message. It says, why get married in the first place if trust is not embedded in the relationship? Yeah, I love that question. Because it's something that one needs to, ask and think about before doing it. Trust is what really matters. Whether the seams are changed or not, it doesn't stop one from cheating. I totally agree. I mean, this is coming from Olaleko Odeyemi from Ilorin. Well, thank you so much, Olaleko. Another one, please. This is coming from Dr. Livingstone Ekanem.
Yes.
From Jos. In case, I think the message hasn't started from the top.
In a case where one's partner had
there's something missing, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right.
Okay. Yeah. So SIM change may be and not be necessary depending the prior marriage lifestyle and personal weakness.
Okay.
In a case where one's partner had strings of relationships, some of whom he or she may have soft spots for, it's advisable to change SIM, completely cut off from one's past and start a new life. But if one has led a decent life before marriage, I think it is absolutely unnecessary. Greetings, ladies. Greetings to you, Dr. Livingstone. Thank you so much for this. Changing SIM is a sign that you have something to hide. As usual, we always have someone saying, otherwise. All right. So another message. Good morning. I am Baba Gana, aka Nasara from Maiduguri. In summary, I know you know who you married. It's necessary to change her SIM card. If you know who you married, it's necessary to change her SIM card. I beg your pardon. Thank you for having a great. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Yeah.
Thank you to have a great day.
Thank you so much, Baba Gana, for that. Another message, please. Well, I think this is already. We have another message, but when you're ready to take it, just let me know, and then we'll go through it. This is from Rabiut and Kanjipa. Definitely we'll take it and hear from him. We have lots of people that are our usual viewers that call and send WhatsApp messages like Adia and the rest. All right, so let's take this message. This is coming from Rabo Kefi from Nasarawa State. It says, good morning, Trust TV. The issue of SIM card change after marriage is mirage. You allow your spouse to continue with her SIM so as to avoid suspicions between and amongst the couple, except otherwise. The changing of SIM may not stop anything. If you are good, you are good. If you are bad, you are bad. It's only your conscience that will judge you. All right, so let's take another one.
Okay.
Okay. Probably when it's ready, they let us know. All right. We have another caller. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Abasekon.
I was wondering why you haven't called already. Adia has called. Shatima has called.
I've been calling, but you did not speak. I called twice.
Oh, we are reading WhatsApp messages, so sorry for that. But go ahead. What's your take? What's the weather like, and what's your take on the topic of discussion?
Sincerely speaking, Pati, I want to really appreciate you for this topic you brought in.
Thank
you
you.
now want us to get connected to Youth Connect. That was why you brought it on board. I also want to appreciate Chiamaka Nwafor. I've been watching her when she's at the tip of her news, and then when she's also analyzing stock group.
Yes.
Now, sincerely speaking, what is marriage? You see, a lot of us have failed in that aspect of marriage. We have failed, and that is why we have problems in our homes. Marriage is a union contracted from different backgrounds, exclusive of their order. Once you know you are married, you are not supposed to be calling the wife or the husband. And that will amount to bringing problem at home. Now, why am I saying this? Does it necessarily mean that you should have a change of theme? No. Before you get married, you must know the kind of wife you are married to. You must probe into her character. You must study her. The wife also must study the husband. Once you see that there is no affection, no need of getting into that marriage. Why is it when you get married, you now say, my wife, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. What is good for the goose is good for the gender. For the gender. Why must men be so authoritative? Because they married a wife, they must constrain their wife to ridicule. It is wrong. It is purely wrong. Thank you for this topic again, Fatima. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Abasecon. Thank you.
I'm almost going to say I want to give you the feminist badge, but no, let's leave that. Let's leave that.
I mean, that's Abasecon for you.
Okay.
Well, let's pick some WhatsApp messages as we don't have time, so as we don't keep our guests waiting for the next topic that we're going to discuss. Whether changing your SIM card after marriage is necessary depends entirely on your personal circumstances and priorities, and there is no universal requirement. It's a matter of personal preference, not a legal or societal obligation. This is coming from Rabiu Abdul Kanjiba from Katsina State. And then we have another message. Let's take it quickly so that we can go into other stocks. So Moses from
McCurdy,
Benue State. There is no need for changing of SIM card when married, because you will lose friends in schools, family members, and even business associates. All must be sincere with their calls. In fact, even to proceed with new bank alerts, you have to go through rigorous process. One of my lecturer once said, if you want to stay longer in marriage, avoid your wife's phone. And it's true. This is coming from what's his name?
Moses from Makadi.
Yes, God bless Trust TV. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you too.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Well, Chiamaka, I mean, it's been
a very, very enlightening and insightful conversation. Well, for me personally, when it comes to the phone issue, if we're in a relationship or we're in marriage, you have access to the phone. If it's fingerprint, your fingerprint is there. You can open the phone. There's no need to hide anything. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to beat me. It's a simple thing. So, and again, it boils down to, do you trust the person? And it's something that, like, someone said to me, and it reiterated to me recently, the onus lies on your partner to make you feel safe in a relationship. So if I'm having a trust issue, there's something you're doing, minus my trauma or whatever
that you might have come with your baggages.
Yes, but there was something you're doing that's triggering this. If already maybe there's mistrust from the beginning, there's no reason why we're going to be together. But if maybe I've been with you and over time I'm now beginning to feel some way, you're doing something. So the onus lies on the other person to make the other person feel safe.
Yeah.
So if you know your husband is someone, Olga, the phone is here, pick the call, I'm coming.
It's fine. But then if you are going through anything like this in your marriage, go for therapy.
Yes.
Go for counseling at this point. I think that's the best I can say for you. But let's go on a quick break. Our guest is already waiting so that you can join us and have this conversation with Iyadoma. She's a humanitarian. I'm sure you don't want to miss this after this break.